Call the meeting to order. Secretary, please call the roll.
Trustee Canada.
Here.
Trustee Gibson.
Here.
Trustee Jenkins. Trustee Johnson.
Here.
Trustee Kimbrough.
Here.
Trustee May.
Here.
Trustee McGinnis.
Here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Trustee O'Malley is absent. Trustee Rainey is absent. Trustee Rowe.
Here.
Trustee Suggs.
Here.
We have a quorum and I call the meeting to order. Please note that there are items on your agenda that need to be adopted. Discussion, I move for the adoption of the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The agenda is adopted. The minutes of the September 12th, 2025 board meeting was circulated in advance of this meeting. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve the minutes as written?
So moved.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, saying nay. Hearing none, the minutes are approved. In accordance with Tennessee law, if there had been any request from the public to address the board, it would have had to occur at this point in the meeting. However, the board did not receive any requests that complied with the APSU policy 1010. We will proceed with the next agenda item. At this time, I recognize President Licari, who will introduce today's campus spotlight.
Thank you, Trustee Rowe. This is a great opportunity for us to shine the spotlight on a couple of areas of campus that are critically important for our success. It is awfully hard to recruit, educate, and graduate students without facilities and without a nice, beautiful campus. And so it is my pleasure to introduce two leaders on campus. Tom Hutchins is the Executive Director of Physical Plant for Austin Peay. He has a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from Clemson and an MBA from Louisiana State University in Shreveport. Mr. Hutchins has been in his role at Austin Peay for 15 years, and prior to this, he had 18 years of experience in healthcare facilities engineering in North Carolina and Louisiana. Tom is a registered professional engineer in Tennessee and is a certified education facilities professional. Wes Powell is the Director of Landscape and Grounds at Austin Peay, and is the curator also of the Austin Peay Arboretum. He's a 2003 graduate of Austin Peay and has been in his current role for 11 and a half years, but he's been in the landscape industry for more than 20 years in both private and public sectors. Wes is a past chairman of the Clarksville Tree Board and is currently a founding member of Replant Clarksville, a local nonprofit dedicated to planting trees and improving the quality of life throughout the community. So Tom and Wes, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity to present this morning. As Dr. Licari said, I'm Tom Hutchins, Executive Director of our physical plant operation. The other leaders within our department that are sitting behind me are James Green, who's our Director of Maintenance and Central Plant. Middleton is our Operations Manager, and Michelle Turner is our Projects Coordinator. Our physical plant department maintains the Austin Peay campus. This includes buildings, infrastructure, landscape, grounds, and our custodial services. The campus has grown considerably since 1927, as you can see from the photos there, when Austin Peay Normal School was created. The original campus was about 25 acres. The campus had 5 buildings from the old Southwestern Presbyterian University and a new steam plant built for Austin Peay. Today, the downtown campus has grown to 200 acres with 118 structures and over 2.5 million square feet of space. Our department has 69 full-time Austin Peay employees, and our custodial contractor employs another 55 full and part-time employees. Our maintenance staff covers the campus from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. during the week and 1 p.m. until 9 p.m. on the weekends. And then we also have staff on call for emergencies around the clock, overnight, weekends, and on holidays. Our technicians have to stay up to date on new technologies while also maintaining much older infrastructure. We have 3 plumbers that maintain the systems you would expect, toilets, sinks, and showers. But they also have to maintain water booster pumps for our big buildings, decorative fountains like the ones near Sunquist and Maynard, and the huge water heaters that are necessary for the hundreds of students in our dormitories. Our 4 electricians manage complex systems such as fire alarm and lighting controls, as well as the more common light bulb changes and receptacle installations. But they also manage a 12,470 volt underground electrical distribution network, transformers, and switch gears for most of the campus. And then they also get to maintain 1,000 parking lot and sidewalk lights throughout the campus. We have 9 heating and air conditioning technicians and specialists that utilize a networked monitoring and control system that connects most of our buildings back to a workstation in our physical plant building, Chastain building. In many cases, this allows our technicians to resolve problems or at least to begin their troubleshooting remotely. This team works on a range of equipment from small residential type air conditioning units to the complex rooftop and other large air units for our bigger buildings. Our team of 6 painters, carpenters maintain the structure and finishes of our campus buildings inside and outside. They're frequently seen patching and repainting walls, repairing doors and windows, and doing routine roof inspections. Our 2 locksmiths manage thousands of traditional locks across the campus and over 7,000 keys, but they also have a deep knowledge of electronic access control locks and door openers for ADA access. At this point, we have about 355 card reader doors on campus. We also have a group of 8 general maintenance technicians that assist with all aspects of maintenance. These are the people that are usually the first responders on work orders. Supporting our whole operation is a group of 8 employees in our office that process work orders, order and receive repair parts, coordinate timekeeping, process utility bills, and manage our parts warehouse. Our department is the central receiving dock for most of the campus, except for food service and the bookstore. We receive multiple truck deliveries every weekday and deliver these items throughout the campus. We transport bulk mailings from the admissions department to the main post office. Some of those can be as large as 80,000 individual postcards. We have a crew of movers that move furniture, pick up and redistribute surplus items, deliver tables and chairs for various campus events, and transport sensitive paper waste to the landfill to be shredded, among many other tasks. We also operate a steam and chill water plant that's manned by an operator 24 hours a day. A team of 5 boiler operators maintain compliance with state rules and laws for operating high-pressure steam boilers. We have 2 high-pressure steam boilers that provide heat to 16 buildings in the middle of campus, and 3 electric chillers that provide cooling to 21 buildings, all of that through underground piping. Our staff manage many projects using both in-house resources and outside contractors. Some examples of these are reconfiguration of office spaces, flooring replacements, athletic projects such as the recent field upgrades and locker room upgrades for our new women's lacrosse team. Recently worked with a contractor to rebuild our greenhouse that the biology department uses after the hailstorm in May of 2024. We help with office relocations, anything from a single office move to a full building move, typical of what we did this summer, where we relocated 5 different departments from 7 different buildings into the new health professions building. The department's responsible for making sure that all dorm rooms and apartments are ready for occupancy in August. Starting immediately after May commencement, our staff and contractors visit 900 different housing units to ensure all utility systems, furniture, floors, walls, and ceilings are in top shape. All of that work's completed in 11 weeks. We also support major campus events throughout the year. Physical Plant is responsible for preparing the floor and chairs in the Dunn Center for May, August, and December commencements. We also assist with installation of the backdrop for the stage, make sure various items are delivered for the ceremonies. Other events that we support are the Apex Week, Homecoming Week activities, Mud Bowl, Campus Preview Days, new student orientations, and major sporting events.
We are here to support the campus in all seasons. Our grounds crew is the first response when we experience snow and ice storms. We have a tiered response where our resident students' needs are our first priority. We make sure that there's a safe path from all housing areas to the food hall. After this, we start clearing sidewalks and parking areas to allow the university to reopen as quickly as possible. The physical plant is on the front lines for any disaster. In recent years, we have responded to pipe leaks, windstorm damage, hailstorm damage, floods, natural gas leaks, and other campus emergencies. Our landscaping and grounds are frequently praised by people visiting the campus. We have a legacy of staff members and administrators who have had a vision for a beautiful campus. Their work laid the foundation for the campus we enjoy today. A 2017 EAB survey found that the campus environment is the #1 reason that students choose to enroll at a different institution. We have 3 dedicated horticulturalists that maintain the landscape beds and shrubbery throughout the campus. We also have 8 staff dedicated to grounds maintenance. This includes mowing and trimming grass, but it also includes fertilizing, irrigation system maintenance, exterior trash, weed control, and tree maintenance. We have a networked irrigation control system that monitors the weather and only runs when needed based on temperature, humidity, and rainfall. We are a recognized Tree Campus USA by the Arbor Day Foundation and a Level 3 Arboretum recognized by the Tennessee Urban Forestry Council. Earlier this year, a contractor conducted a campus tree inventory of nearly 2,000 individual trees that identified 172 unique species. In 2021, we opened the Campus Greenway Trail to connect Austin Peay with the Clarksville Greenway via a 3/4 mile path through the Emerald Hills property. Through a $384,000 grant from the Community Health Foundation and an additional $100,000 from the Campus Sustainable Fee Fund, this project now provides an additional opportunity for students and community members to safely enjoy our campus in the surrounding city. Plant the Campus Red started in 1999, shortly after a tornado devastated the southeast portion of campus. This annual planting event brings together the campus and the community to beautify Austin Peay ahead of the May commencement. We help provide a safe campus day and night. We are currently upgrading exterior lighting throughout the downtown campus with new LED fixtures. This is being funded with a combination of campus plant funds and a $700,000 grant from the state of Tennessee. So here are a few fun facts about the scope of our campus and the physical plants operation. We have a fleet of 98 vehicles and various other pieces of equipment that maintain the APSU campus. Our central receiving processes over 22,000 packages per year. For ordinary trash, we have 57 permanent dumpsters on campus. We have a recycling programs for cans, plastic, bulk metal, white paper, cardboard, batteries, toner cartridges, fluorescent light bulbs, and miscellaneous electronics. Our annual campus electric usage is about 39 million kilowatt hours, which is equivalent to about 3,600 average homes. Our annual water usage is almost 114 million gallons, equivalent to about 1,040 average homes. Our campus includes over 15 miles of sidewalk and 30 acres of asphalt roads and parking lots. Our employees are proud to be part of Austin Peay. Just under 25% of our employees have worked in our department for 15 years or longer. Our employees contribute annually to the Staff Senate Help and Elf program, buy Christmas gifts for one or more Austin Peay affiliated families that's in need. We have a large number of employees that contribute to the SHAPE campaign. Recently, we have been able to promote several of our employees within the department. Armand Hagewood started as an evening maintenance technician in 2018. Earlier this year, he was named the new maintenance supervisor for painters and carpenters. James Green started in Austin Peay in 2016 as a carpenter. He then moved to a maintenance supervisor and this summer became our maintenance director. Michelle Turner began her Austin Peay career as a work order clerk in 2020 and last year became our project coordinator. We have several employees with Austin Peay degrees. Jan Suter, our lead account clerk, received an associate's degree from Austin Peay. Michelle Turner, project coordinator, Rob Towner, horticulture technician, and myself all received bachelor's degrees from Austin Peay. Michelle Turner also completed her master's degree here. Multiple employees have taken or are currently taking classes at Austin Peay. We're a dedicated group of professionals that work in the background to keep the campus operating. Our department strives to create an environment where students, faculty, and staff can succeed. We directly or indirectly support all four pillars of the Austin Peay Strategic Plan. Thank you for allowing us to present today, and we will take any questions that you have.
Anyone have any questions for Mr. Hutchins or Mr.?
First, thank you for all that you do. I took botany here as a student and I didn't do very well. She used to do a 50-mile-an-hour quiz. What's that tree? And it wasn't, it's an oak. It was the scientific name.
That's right.
What is the biggest challenge or a biggest challenge that you gentlemen think that we have from your perspective in regards to your area?
Overall, with campus maintenance, it's just the struggle of the age of buildings and just the funding we get from the state and how we best utilize that, the capital funding, how we best utilize that to maintain our older buildings. It's a constant challenge.
It's a double-sided wedge of being an old university, but you got the buildings. Thank you.
I don't know if it's appropriate, but I would wonder if we ought to make a motion to thank Tom and Wes and especially also their staff. Because you cannot go across this university's campus without being impressed with how it looks. It's beautiful, and I've lived here a long time, and I've never seen it look any prettier. And I would like to say, if it's appropriate, make a motion that the trustees extend our thanks to them and their staff for all they do to keep it the way it looks.
I think we'll all be in favor of that.
Somebody worded better than what I did.
Couple of things. One, I probably should be happy that you don't have the crew that they have to have most at Swanee with 13,000 acres. That's probably an extended warranty I'm missing out on. 13,000 acres at Swanee, and Berry College has 27,000 acres. Their campus is the largest one in the country. But my wife in her previous life was the first lady at Milligan College, now university. She was in charge of landscaping. So I have an associate's degree in landscaping after I married, and I will tell you that she had very good things to say. If she compliments the campus, and she's looking at mulch and flowers and trimming and whatever. I agree with Trustee Kimbrell that campus has never looked better. And I'll tell you why that's hugely important. It's the front, when someone looks at your house to buy it, if they look at the yard and it's trimmed and looks good, they already have a good impression. Doesn't matter how good your chemistry department is or whatever. If it looks sloppy and run down, it's going to turn people off. So the job you guys are doing is immensely important. And I want to associate my remarks with Trustee Kimbrough. I really appreciate what you do. And I also agree, Mr. Hutchins, with aging. That's an issue. A question I had, have you done an energy audit of the buildings?
There's not been anything directly done on an energy audit in several years. We regularly track what our electricity usage is in different buildings and look to see if there's any anomalies, but not a full-blown energy audit.
You know, we did an energy audit of all the buildings in Johnson City when I was on the city commission and mayor there, and we invested in 40-something buildings, I think $12 million in upgrades and, in basic HVAC system, windows, lighting. And it actually more than paid for itself in energy savings. So at some point in time, that might not be a bad idea if you could get an energy audit to look at everything to see if that could happen here. Thank you all for what you're doing. You did a great job. Any other comments? Hearing none, thank you, Mr. President.
Get rid of those crutches too.
2 days. I got to get used to it.
I recognize Trustee May, Chair of the Academic Affairs Committee, to give us a report on the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Monroe. Thank you for the opportunity to present my report from this morning's Academic Affairs Committee meeting. The committee met and approved minutes from the Academic Affairs Committee meeting on September 12th, 2025. The committee heard 3 information items today: supplemental fall enrollment, student success task force, and academic affairs updates. There were no action items on the agenda. Concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee May. Recognize trustee Miller, chair of the audit committee, to give us a report on the committee meeting.
Thank you for the opportunity to present my report from today's audit committee meeting. Committee approved the minutes from the September 12th, 2025 audit committee meeting and audit committee executive session. The committee heard presentations on the following information items: information technology security update, internal audit reports released between August 15th, 2025 and November 6th, 2025, and list of outstanding audit recommendations. Independence and objectivity, Clery Act Annual Security and Fire Safety Report for 2025 update. That concludes my report of the audit committee.
Thank you, trustee Miller. I recognize trustee Kanata, chair of the business and finance committee, to give us a report of the committee meeting.
Thank you for the opportunity to present my report from this morning's Business and Finance Committee meeting. The committee met and approved the minutes from the September 12th, 2025 committee meeting. The committee also considered and approved 2 action items needing consideration of the board. The first is the October revised budget for fiscal year 25 and 26. And the second was the approval to sell 529 York Street. Report.
Trustee Kanata's report included 2 items requiring action of the board. Trustee Kanata, do you have a motion for action on the October revised budget for year 2025 and 2026?
Yes, I do. Your meeting materials included information on the October revised budget for fiscal year 2025 and 2026. By direction of the committee, I move to approve the October revised budget for fiscal year 2025 and 26.
You heard the motion to approve the October revised budget for fiscal year 2025-2026. Since is a motion of the committee, second is not required. Is there any discussion of the motion?
I withdraw my second.
Withdraw. Is any further discussion? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Trustee Kanata?
Yes.
Trustee Gibson? Yes. Trustee Jenkins?
Yes.
Trustee Johnson?
Yes.
Trustee Kimbrough?
Yes.
Trustee May?
Yes.
Trustee McInnes?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Rowe?
Yes, the motion carries. Trustee Kanata, do you have a motion for the sale of 529 York Street?
Yes, I do. Your meeting materials included information on the approval to sell 529 York Street. By direction of the committee, I move to approve the sale of the property at 529 York Street and to authorize university leadership to accept the highest offer received pursuant to the statutory required process for dispensing state aid.
You heard the motion to approve the sale of 529 York Street. Since this is a motion of the committee, a second is not required. Is there any discussion of the motion? Any further discussions? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Trustee Kanata? Trustee Gibson?
Aye.
Trustee Jenkins? Trustee Johnson?
Aye.
Trustee Kimbrough?
Aye.
Trustee May?
Yes.
Trustee McInnes?
Yes.
Trustee Miller? Trustee Rowe?
Aye. The motion carries. I recognize trustee McInnes, chair of the Student Affairs Committee, to give us a report of the committee meetings.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You know, I just realized all the committee chairs are ladies. Short bunch of committee chairs.
Good this university is.
I know, that's right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity to present my report from this morning's Student Affairs Committee meeting. Committee met and approved the minutes from the September 12th, 2025 committee meeting. There were no action items on the agenda. Vice President Dr. Leonard Clemens presented the following information items: student trustee process and the implementing engaged the Student Affairs Strategic Plan. There were no action items on the agenda. That concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, trustee McInnes. Other business, policy 1006, diversity. Your meeting materials included information about policy 1006 diversity. I recognize Danelle Whiteside, Vice President of Legal Affairs, who will provide additional information.
Yeah, so policies under we call them the ones. So this is governance, organization, and general policies are delegated to the board for your approval. Remaining ones typically you delegate to President Lakari to approve. So policy 1006, the diversity policy, as you all know, there have been a lot of legislative and federal executive orders with respect to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so basically this policy is being rescinded because it's not anymore. So this is the item before you.
Any discussion? Do I hear a motion to approve the rescission of policy 1006 diversity?
Motion.
So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Moved and seconded to approve the rescission of policy 1006 diversity. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign nay. The motion carries. We're being asked to approve a naming request for a space on campus. Prior to asking for a motion, I invite Mr. Chris Phillips, Vice President of Alumni Engagement and Philanthropy and Executive Director of the Austin Peay Foundation, to provide information on the naming requests.
Thank you, Vice Chair Rowe, and happy to see you Red Friday, trustees. Good to be with you. We have one naming request for your consideration today. Naming opportunities not only honor individuals and organizations who have demonstrated extraordinary commitment to Austin Peay, but they also enhance our university's credibility and reinforce our institutional integrity. The naming committee met on November the 24th and made each naming recommendation in accordance with APSU naming policy 7009. The naming committee, if you look on the screen there, recommends that the new home of the APSU food pantry and offices of community engagement and sustainability located on College Street between the Jenkins Building and the R. Ross Bookstore be named the Mian Foundation Impact Center in honor of the Mian Foundation's remarkable commitment to complete the build out of this new facility. This partnership represents our university's very first privately provided gift in place donation, a groundbreaking collaboration that has never been done before at Austin Peay and is unique in the state of Tennessee. This facility, name being the Mian Foundation, prominently honors their investment in strengthening basic needs support and community service at Austin Peay. The Impact Center reflects APSU's mission by emphasizing student success and engagement while using clear, modern language that resonates with our students. The Mian Foundation Impact Center will be known as a welcoming, resource-rich space designed to support our students' needs as they work toward graduation. We are grateful to the Mian Foundation for this transformational investment. And for more information on the gift, you can find that information in your packet.
Thank you, Chris. You heard the explanation from Mr. Phillips. Do I hear a motion to approve the naming request as presented?
Motion. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. It is moved and seconded to approve the naming request as presented. Is there any discussion?
Quick question, gift in place, can you just give a 30,000 foot?
Sure. Basically what happens, there's a process to the state where we could ask them for the donor or someone wanted to do a project, and the state has a policy now where you can do that. But basically everything that they do to produce this building will be given them as a gift in kind credit towards a donation to the foundation.
Thank
you. Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Nay. Ayes have it. The motion carries. Thank you, Chris. Next is strategic plan update. The next item on our agenda is a strategic plan update. I recognize President Lakari for opening remarks.
Thank you, Trustee Rowe. And, in a moment, I'm going to turn it over to Danelle Whiteside, who, beyond her role as General Counsel, is also the Vice President in charge of organizational strategy. We have a strategic plan that's been in place now for a couple of years. And so it is a good time to do a little bit of an update. And then in my remarks later on, I will talk a little bit about the path forward. But very excited to bring you this update. We will also be providing an update to campus next week. And so this is sort of a sneak preview of that. Janelle.
Thank you, President Licari, and good morning again, trustees. As some of you may recall, in 2022, we launched the Experience Austin Peay 2022 through 2027 strategic plan. And it laid the foundation for really the exciting work that has been taking place across campus and within the community and beyond. And so this morning, I want to share with you the progress that we have made toward reaching our strategic goals. And really the story of our progress illustrates the incredible transformative power of a university that lives in our community, region, and state. And Austin Peay is an ecosystem for transformation and success of our students. And I want to remind you of where we began. So if you remember, some of you were around this table, some of you were not. So I'm going to give you a little refresher. That we started by revising our mission and vision statements and then creating a set of institutional values. And it's always nice to ground ourselves in this, especially as you go about your work as trustees, about who we really are and who we serve and what our mission is. So being a mission-driven, community-minded institution that provides transformational experiences to our students, and we welcome and inspire an inclusive community of learners to make an impact regionally and globally. We want to be the region's university of choice for those seeking to improve their lives, and it describes how we're going to do this. And then these are the things that we value: academic excellence, integrity, community, personal growth, lifelong engagement, and collaboration. And so everything that we do really should mirror these values. So from there, we developed our plan and charted our path forward. What I love about this is the pillars are so simple. And so one of the things when you talk about strategic initiatives, if people can't tell you what they are, they're not doing the work. And so we tried to make it very simple: the academic experience, the student experience, the employee experience, and the community experience. So moving forward together, we had a number of tactics that we decided that we were going to do. And this is just a quick snapshot of the things that have already been completed. So over half of the things under our plan, we have already completed. A significant portion of our tactics are already in progress, and 9 have not been started. But if I went down in the weeds about the 9, it's because a lot of things have changed. The landscape has changed. For instance, there was an expiration of a diversity welcoming event. So as we just talked about, though, we're not doing that anymore. So some of the things that we have not started, we're not going to start. So I would say that's a major success in terms of our progress. The successes that we have built as a collaborative and innovative community through our strategic plan have really placed Austin Peay as the best choice for students who seek to transform their lives. And that transformation begins with a simple but powerful promise to provide a student-centered academic experience that is second to none. We're not just making small tweaks, we are fundamentally investing in the people who contribute daily to the core purpose of our university, which is our faculty. So we've redesigned our faculty leadership programs, and this year we put more resources directly into their hands, allocating $1,500 to every single faculty member for their professional development. When we empower our educators, they bring that passion and cutting edge knowledge directly into that classroom, creating a learning environment that is vibrant and engaging, that is so vibrant and engaging that it keeps our students on the path to graduation. And we're making sure that path leads directly to a fulfilling career. Our new Peay Compose program is already sharpening our students' writing and critical thinking skills, but we're going further than that. A university-wide review is ensuring that every single degree program is intentionally aligned with key career competencies. And this means that our students aren't just earning a degree, they are building a resume and a powerful skill set from day one. And that clear, tangible connection between education and career is our promise of a future-ready education. Of course, this fall, we opened the doors to our brand new state-of-the-art health professions building. And we are upgrading our digital infrastructure too with new platforms like CourseDog, which has been a major lift and undertaking to streamline registration and parchment to simplify transcripts and diplomas. We are making the student journey smoother and more efficient. And these advancements in our faculty and in our curriculum and in our infrastructure are creating a premier academic experience. We are building a dynamic university that doesn't just enroll students, but empowers them to become successful, career-ready leaders of tomorrow. Now, of course, we know that success in college and in life is about more than just academics. It's about well-being. It's about finding your people and your place. And so that's why we have been focused on creating a vibrant, connected, and deeply supportive student experience. We're building a community from the moment the students arrive. We've launched exciting new clubs like our Govs hockey team, which has had a fantastic season and is incredibly popular. This tickets sell out every game. So students are really excited about that. And we've introduced 5 new living learning communities where students can live and learn alongside peers who share their passions. So to bring it all together, our new Govs Connect platform acts as a central hub for all engagement opportunities, which really allows students to find their niche. And this system also gives us powerful data to see who isn't getting involved so that we can reach out and make sure that no one falls through the cracks. A vibrant community is a supportive community. So every student now has a dedicated success coach through their second year, which is embedded across campus in the library, the cafeteria, and academic buildings, which provides guidance and support where students are. That commitment extends to ensuring every student feels like they belong, highlighted by the relaunch and restructuring of the Disability Student Success Center. So by fostering engagement, building a connected community, and providing a robust network of support, we are creating an environment where students don't just persist, they flourish. This is our commitment and how we are becoming the first choice for students seeking to transform their lives via this university experience. Now, this incredible ecosystem of student support can really only be sustained by faculty and staff who feel valued, supported, and empowered. A truly transformative student experience begins with an empowered employee experience. And so to create a student-focused university, we have to be an employee-focused university as well. We are committed to the professional growth of every employee. So our inaugural President's Leadership Development Program just graduated its first class last semester in May, and there's already a new class that has come on board. And we've opened a brand new professional development space in the library, which is a dedicated hub for learning and collaboration for our faculty. Crucially, this training directly impacts our students because we are investing in our people. We're launching new workshops in conflict resolution and de-escalation, giving our frontline staff the tools to effectively support students who are in crisis and distress. And we're building a culture of connection and appreciation. Community and belonging hours celebrate the everyday work and success of our employees. They're incredibly popular. And we are providing seed money for affinity groups and employee resource groups that create community based upon shared interest. To boost morale and engagement, we've started new traditions like Employee Appreciation Day, which is what you see there, was so popular, and a campus-wide bosses breakfast and a fun pop-up to celebrate our community. By developing our employees and building a strong shared culture, we create a unified team that is better equipped, more connected, and collectively focused on our most important goal, which is our student success. And this brings me to our final pillar, our role as really one of the heartbeats of our community. We are not an island. We have a responsibility just by our place in the community. And we are a powerful engine for regional transformation and economic growth. And in return, our community provides really this fertile ground where our students can grow. We are actively transforming our region's workforce. Our Professional and Workforce Development Center has seen tremendous growth, expanding its learner base from just 42 people to over 1,700 people being involved. We now run the largest EMT and phlebotomy programs in Tennessee and have launched new programs for CDL trucking and electrical linemen, which directly meets our community's needs. But it goes far beyond our jobs. Our impact is far beyond jobs. During our third annual People in the Community Day of Service, the Austin Peay family demonstrated extraordinary commitment to our community. This just shows you that this initiative it's growing, and we just love how we are able to all put our hands in the Clarksville community and beyond. We also have had significant community partnerships, highlighting things like our corporate partners like Coleman Tractor and Kubota provide our students with invaluable hands-on experience. Our Austin Peay Farm and Environmental Education Center serves as a living laboratory, ensuring that our students graduate with real-world skills to launch their careers. And from career fairs with record attendance to our public health students providing health screenings at basketball games, our community serves as a living laboratory, ensuring that our students graduate not just with a degree, but with real-world experience, and also an understanding that you have an obligation to serve. The success of this entire cycle is supercharged by the passion of our alumni. This year, they contributed a record-breaking $15.6 million. We also just finished our successful Giving Tuesday, and we know that our gifts that we receive are much more than financial. They're mentors, they're ambassadors. They are actively helping us to build the future of this university right alongside with us. They are mentors in our Lunch with Govs program. They are ambassadors at recruitment events, and they provide a comfortable space for students to prepare for finals at our Study Day on the Hill event, which is very popular. And they are actively building the future of this university. So what does this all mean? It means we're building a university that is more than the sum of its parts, where the experience is everything. And it all starts with the experiences that we provide at Austin Peay. And so I have a short video that's produced by the dynamic video team here. Enjoy.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to pull their knowledge out of the classroom and into the field. They expect to learn with state-of-the-art tools and facilities. So you give it to them. You give them the opportunity to learn the latest farming methods with professional farm equipment, because they need opportunities to see what it's really like behind the wheel. They need to see how to use what they learn. They need to get up close and personal with their career dreams. You transform their learning environment with interdisciplinary virtual reality exercises, because they learn from experts in the field. They learn state-of-the-art technology. They learn to be professionals from real-life examples. You show them how to be effective social workers, enhancing everyone's well-being. Because they experience real settings with real patients. They experience how their classroom lessons change lives. They experience compassionate instruction from accomplished professionals. You transform them into the military leaders of tomorrow, because they achieve the next step in their military career. They achieve more with a well-rounded education. They achieve more with a college degree. You provide them with the knowledge to become sought-after artists, because they realize the skills they've gained create success. They realize their work elevates our world. They realize dreams become reality. So when our graduates look back, they'll see It all starts at Austin P.
So as we finish the final lap of this strategic plan, we're really at the end of this, and we're gonna bring conversations to you in the future about what the next phase is. I want to say a tremendous thank you to, number one, the Pillar and Gold Champions for pushing these efforts forward. I also have to give a huge shout out to Dr. Kat Bailey, who is our Director of Strategic Initiatives, the whole Experience Austin P Strategic Planning Committee, my co-chair, Dr. Julie Lean, and every single person on this campus, which you've heard from physical plant to faculty to Sodexo catering. They really have supported these initiatives with their hard work, innovation, and dedication. And the best is truly yet to come. So we're just getting started.
Thank you. Any questions? Just one comment why a strategic plan is important. It's both one of my favorite philosophers, Yogi Berra. If you don't know where you're going, you might end up someplace else. That's why a strategic plan is important. So thank you for that incredible presentation. At this time, I recognize President Licari to give his report and also report on any interim items.
Thank you, Trustee Rowe. As we wrap up the fall semester, today is the first day of final exams. So, Gracie, good luck. You're going to be fine. I really am extremely proud of all of the people on campus and the work that they're doing. You just heard the great presentation about all the wonderful work that we're engaged with. And all of that hard work is paying off. We led all of the LGIs in the state in enrollment growth this fall. We led the entire state, period, in the growth of the freshman class. We cut the ribbon on the health professions building. We're in the process of launching additional renovation projects around campus. And we continue to find new and expanded ways to engage with our local, state, and regional communities. This week, of course, has been very busy with seasonal events and other activities, caroling at the house, the world languages. Students and faculty came to Archwood on Monday evening to sing Christmas carols in 7 different languages, and we treated them to some hot chocolate afterwards. The last Science on Tap for the fall was well attended, and Chris and I enjoyed that presentation on Tuesday. On Wednesday evening, I went to the Art and Design Open House featuring student artwork, which is always amazing. And then, of course, yesterday we hosted a number of receptions for campus and the community. Tonight is the Happy Holidays Showcase put on by the Department of Music, so we're looking forward to that. And earlier this week, a shout out to our alumni engagement and philanthropy team. We held our Governing Tuesday. All 17 of those projects that we had were fully funded, and we raised over $75,000 in that one day, which is a 29% increase over last year. So we are putting out compelling work that our supporters and investors are finding meaningful. A quick update about the athletics director search. The committee is currently receiving applications. First round semifinalist interviews will be via Zoom in early January. On-campus interviews of finalists will be in late January, with a decision that I will make immediately following those visits, ideally for a start date before the end of the basketball season and prior to the start of spring sports. Speaking of athletics, I'm proud of the season that our football team had. Though we fell short of making the playoffs, we should have made the playoffs given some of those first round results. We definitely moved forward. We hit a number of records on the season. It was really fun to watch these guys play. We were 6-0 at home for the first time since 1949. First time in program history of beating an FBS opponent and a ranked FCS opponent in the same season. And we just found out earlier this week that we had a league leading number of first team all conference players, 7. So that team was special and was very, very happy to be able to get Coach Ferris inked with an extension to his contract. Looking ahead, you heard the presentation from Vice President Whiteside. about the current strategic plan, and we have every reason to be incredibly proud of the work that's being done. But as she also indicated, we're getting to the end point of that plan. And so it's time to begin the early phases of developing our next strategic plan. The current plan runs through June of 27. So we'll take time this spring to start thinking big about the role of the university in the state of Tennessee and beyond. And then in the next academic year, we'll put pen to paper. But I see this next plan as very much being externally driven. We need to continue to be a good investment of state dollars. We need to be able to positively answer questions about return on investment from prospective students. And we need to be an engine of social and economic well-being for our local and state communities. We're already doing these things. And so that is not the issue, but I think a renewed focus on these things will help the university move into our next century from a position of strength. Finally, your packet includes a list of contract agreements that have been executed and State Building Commission actions that have occurred since our last board meeting. Thank you, and this concludes my remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Licari. Any comments or questions before we adjourn? Hearing none, as a reminder, our next regularly scheduled meeting will take place April 10th, 2026. And I just want to say that personally, it's been a real privilege and honor to serve on this, as I know all the trustees feel like this. And I'd like to wish each and every one of you a blessed and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I'm also going to report that I'm buying my wife a 340 bearskin hoodie if they will take me off the email list. Probably are on that. And a day for the bearskin hoodie. I move to, any other comments? Move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Meeting's adjourned.